I tried to make a short story. February last year, while I was going abroad to get a surgery, my wife came with the brilliant idea of opening the marriage. I didn't want at first but ended up accepting with some rules at place. 1. Can T be someone who orbitate us? 2. Can T be in our home? 3. Can T repeat, for we will never talk about it. First week of February I got Tinder and had an opportunity to have sex with someone, but I just didn't feel like and didn't meet the girl. 2 days before my surgery she tells me a friend from work had his house full of guests and she offered our guest room for him to stay. The day I had my surgery this guy arrived at my house, and she tells me not to worry about that. I just messaged her saying I wasn't worried about and I trusted her blindly. Next day I had a breakdown and at night started to text her saying I don't want the marriage to be open, and she gets angry and over text she made me feel secure about she wasn't going to do anything. While we are having this conversation she ass in the sofa with the guy and they kissed each other and she went to our room alone, a bit shocked on what happened. Next day we texted each other and she's still angry and I take back the closing marriage thing but added a rule: if she does something I wanted to know, she gets angry saying that makes no sense, and so she wasn't going to do anything and end the texting. That same night she went out with friends and bring this guy home and had sex with him. Few days later we had a phone call where this subject comes up and I told her I had the opportunity but didn't want, and she tells me she didn't do anything. Other few days pass by and we had another phone call where the subject comes up again and she asks really angry, telling me that telling each other makes no sense, and after an argument I told her if is that what she wants she can do whatever she wants, and when I get back home we talk about this weekend. She goes out, come back home, and after texting me for a while we give good night to each other and she called the same guy to come over our house and they had sex at that night and the morning. After that I come back home almost full recovered from my surgery and our relationship is not working for about a month. After a long conversation we decided to give us a chance and our relationship gets really good very fast. Few months later she introduced me to her working friends, including the guy she had sex with. We went out about 4 times in total, being one in his house. Her friend and she stopped their friendship due values difference and she asked the manager and he asked not a good workers, so she had to report him. November we decided to go for a baby. She got pregnant at first try. I have no doubt the kid is mine. December the guy left the company. About 5 months ago I involuntarily made few connections in my brain and asked her. She said she wasn't going to answer. I held that inside myself for a month, and when I couldn't take any more I confronted her again and she confessed everything I just wrote about her infidelity, lies and gaslighting. My reality cracked in front of my eyes. I still really broke and don't trust everything she told me. I feel like she hid things to make the story less worse. I can't stop to think about talking to the guy. I am trying to stay, but it's way harder than I could imagine. The lies and gaslighting hurts me thousands times more than the infidelity itself.